Welcome back, Troglodytes, to your daily dose of guitar information, the Trogly's Guitar Show. Today we've got another one of those crazy things that the Music Zoo likes to work up with the Gibson Custom Shop. I give to you one of the most unique 59 style flying Vs that I have ever seen. But for reference, let's check out this 58 just in case you haven't seen one of these. So this is what the original Flying V looked like. These things are really expensive. I mean, this guy wants $400,000. If I had this kind of disposable income and had to choose between a Burst, a Flying V, and an Explorer, I would probably go an original Explorer, but the original Vs are pretty cool too. But oh my goodness, something has definitely happened to this one. That should not be there. But anyways, they were made out of Carina. Looks like this one's two pieces. You get a Carina neck. We get a rosewood fretboard. But the main thing to take away is these sloped shoulders, and then it comes down, and it creates that regular V shape. Most people, when they think Flying Vs, they think the 67 style. But the late 50s actually have the output jack right here on the front. They have their control layout all in a line like this, and then the three-way toggle switch in kind of a weird position. But check out the tailpiece. It's also in a V shape, and these are a string-through design with an ABR1 bridge, and you got your PAF humbuckers with a white pickguard. Then you move up to the headstock, and you get that really cool gaudy Gibson logo, just like we saw on the Studio Custom XBL. This is kind of where all that originated from. So cool, now let's switch over to this one, and you're going to see why. It's like, whoa, what happened to this thing? So we've got the late 50s vibe to it, right? We get the output jack on the front. We get the knobs 3 in a row. You get the toggle switch right here. But this pickguard is not multiply. If you switch back over here, it's kind of a white, black type layer. And that really simplifies this whole design. But here's where it gets really tricky, and it's so visually striking and appealing to me. They did P90 pickups, so you no longer have any type of pickup rings breaking up the colors of the white and then the black. The soap bars just kind of disappear within the pickguard. So that's kind of a cool thing that they did there, right? But then, we don't have the coolest part of the original Flying Vs, but we do have just a Wraptail piece. Oh man, that's just mind-boggling. Like, why? Why did they do that? I like it, but I would have never thought of this myself. If we were to name this based on Les Paul rules, this is technically a Flying V special. Because we got the P90s and the Wraptail piece, just like the vintage Les Paul specials. And we haven't even talked about the finish yet. It's the olive drab green, just like we saw on the Chris Cornell not too long ago. And I've come to really like that finish now that I've seen one in person. It kind of has a nice subtle army-like vibe to it, and the slightly off-white pickguard definitely complements it. But then we can see on the side they still did the rubber stripping. Doesn't look like we have any good photos of this original one, but they had initially put that there so you could play it like a regular guitar sitting down. Whereas it's more comfortable just to put your leg right here and to kind of straddle the instrument. But it's kind of a cool little thing that they put on there anyways. So moving on from here, it looks like we have some sort of a rosewood fretboard, and not too much has changed on the neck in general. You still have the dot inlays, even though I think small block inlays would have looked really cool on this as well. But at least they still did the Clusen style tuners with the big gaudy Gibson logo. But what's kind of interesting is it appears to have the same material as the pickguard, maybe? I don't know, it almost looks a little bit darker in that photo, like a little bit more cream. But looking onto the back, this appears to have had some sort of a VOS aging job to it. Our serial number is 992328, which is kind of confusing, to be honest. I'm not even quite sure how you would read that. Unless it was 2019 made, but seeing as it's listed as brand new, that's kind of confusing. It looks like we just get a regular custom shop case. So yeah, just kind of a cool, strange Flying V that I've never seen before, birthed from the made-to-measure program by the Music Zoo. Man, they create some interesting stuff. As far as price, it's listed as brand new, and it's $4,999. It's cool, but I don't know if it's quite $5,000 cool. In my opinion, anywhere between like $3,500 to $4,000. But you gotta remember, it's got the brand new premium, so all things considered, I don't think it's that crazy of a price, seeing as it was a custom order. And it seems to be, I'm not the only one that likes this. I think this has been only listed for about 24 hours and 45 watchers. That's pretty good. So I will leave a channel supporting link in the description if you wish to check out some gear on Reverb. Any purchase you make after clicking that link for 1 week will support the show, even if you're not buying this guitar. So for today's playing demo, let's go ahead and check out a Flying V, I guess. I do have one more topic I want to talk about today. There was recently an auction that Metallica was participating in. They donated a Zoom call with them, as well as an in-show personal shout-out from Metallica. How cool would have that been if I could have bought a session just talking with Metallica? Metallica's like that first band that I really started to learn all the members, listen to every single album and all the songs. I'm one of those crazy guys that actually likes Saint Anger. Oh man, I should have bid on this. It's more money than I would have paid, but we could have documented Greenie. Just book my session with Kirk Hammett there and just do a review and demo style with that guitar, make him take it apart and all that. That could have been fun, but I wouldn't mind sitting down talking with James Hetfield. He has to be my favorite all-time vocalist. And Robert, he's a cool guy. I know he's not the original bassist of Metallica, but he can definitely play himself. But that sold for $11,550. But, if you got a lot of disposable income and you want to talk to Metallica, it all went to a good cause, so why not spend that much? But I'm surprised that the personal shout-out went for $11,500. The starting bid was $1,000. I thought that'd be pretty cool, a shout out to Trogly during the middle of a show. But I can't spend that kind of money just for bragging rights. But it looks like they were actually auctioning off some of their gear. Like you had Hetfield's Martin D28 signed by all the members. That went for $10,000. You got Trujillo's Godin bass. Looks like $8,500. That's pretty good. And Kirk had some sort of strange purple acoustic guitar that went for $8,600. Man, I'm surprised that these personal instruments didn't sell for a little bit higher. Like, as compared to this, somebody paid $9,000 for a S&M2 violin. I guess that kind of makes sense. Normally, when you think Metallica violin, who would want that? You got to remember it's their whole concert series. Those are some nice things to watch. And it looks like right here you can buy the old Gibson plant. No, some unique experience on the Bourbon Trail. They also auctioned off other stuff here. But very cool. The only question left. Would you rock this strange 58 style weird flying V custom order thing or not? Leave your answer down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow on the next episode. Take care.